Hello friends, and welcome to the Crypto Stacker channel. My name is Dean. If you're watching my videos for the first time, please know I only make them for entertainment, education, and community building. And today's community building is around Terareum. Happy Terareum Tuesday to all of you. Hope you're having an amazing day. I'm sure a lot of you still have concerns about your portfolios. The market has been tough. Terareum looked like it was making a comeback, and so did the rest of the market early in the day. Held that for quite a while, and here towards the end of the day, we're seeing a sell-off again. So Terareum, per CoinGecko, currently 8011. Depending on which platform you look at, it does come up different prices, but all of them, generally speaking, around 8012. So let me show you what's going on with the fundamentals, and then I'm going to show you what I'm doing and kind of what the sentiment was. I put a poll out last night on Twitter, and the response was quite overwhelming, and I had a lot more respondents than I normally get on these polls. So I'll share that information with you, and then a few things about Terareum, what the team's doing. And so let's just take a quick peek at the fundamentals. Today, June the 14th, Tuesday, holder count is at 9,762, up 8 from yesterday. So we're inching closer and closer to that 10,000 mark. The rank for Terareum I have left out, but I'll show you where I get this. Essentially, I just go to cryptocurrencies by market cap and scroll down. Right now, Terareum's market cap puts us on the 4th page, and we're sitting at 61 million. So I essentially just scroll down till I find it, and we're right at 61 million. So 336th is where we would slot in. So I use our market cap and CoinGecko's ranking system, and we would be ranked 336 of all cryptocurrencies, and that all cryptocurrencies currently 13,419. So that means CoinGecko has actually delisted some cryptocurrencies and cleaned up their platform, because that number has been up in the 18,000 range previous. So that's interesting. The first time I've noticed it. All right, back to the spreadsheet. So price right there, 8012, 55,000 in volume in the last 24 hours. Now that number also jumps around a little bit. If we look at that on CoinGecko, I'm pulling it off of DEX tools, but if we were to look at Terareum here, they're saying 62,000. That's not a very wide discrepancy, but I've seen it more than that on other days. So just FYI where I get the information from, and so you can see that I'm not just inventing the numbers. The burn currently sitting at 51.63%. There's multiple digits beyond this, which is why I still get a result here. The tokens burned 2,300 billion in the last 24 hours. So yesterday I put out this poll that simply said, buy or sell. If buy, what are you buying? Well, 88.2% of the respondents, and there were 262 votes, so almost 89%, 88% responded that they're buying. And so to me, what this is saying is that I'm not the only one who's feeling like we're kind of reaching a bottom here. And so that's why yesterday I added to my position, and today I took another opportunity and added to it again. So I'm going to show you that purchase here pretty quick. But before I do, I wanted to take you in and just show you a few other things going on in the Terareum world. Now, this logo, this has popped up here in the last week or so, but you can see they've changed the logo up just a little bit. Didn't used to have this kind of faded field behind it, and I think it looks sharp. But one of the things that makes me think about is the fact that Terareum is now in their new corporate office building, and they have approaching 40 employees now. It makes me wonder, do they have somebody who's going to be working as a branding expert? That's a question that I'd like to ask in another AMA, which hopefully we'll be doing soon. I know the team's getting ready for the Crypto Expo in Asia, which is coming up next week, the 22nd and 23rd of June. So we'll have to kind of see if they have a window of time to do an AMA. But there are a lot of questions that I would like to ask about who these new staff people are, how they're setting them up, what are the departments, how many people are working on each project, and hopefully somebody that's prepared to do more marketing, putting some nice things together for Terrarium. So good stuff. All right, another thing that I wanted to pull up was just straight out of Milton's Twitter feed. This is from late last week. But he just says, Terareum Exchange is expanding the access of money globally. The interface is a trader's paradise. And then he says, zoom in to see fine details for Terareum and the Terareum Exchange. So I thought, let's zoom in. Let's go ahead and do it. So here is a nice zoom in of what's on that page. And really, it just looks like a really clean platform. You can see there is reporting going on over here. This may be a favorites list. It might also be a portfolio for somebody, and then your ability to buy or sell right off of that. The charts look very much like what is in Dex Tools. So here's a peek at Dex Tools and their charting system. So, I mean, it's interesting. It does look very professional to me, and it'll be interesting to see. This is a trading book over here. You've got the buy side and the sell side. It looks really clean. So the thing that I'm liking about this image right here is I don't think that this is somebody's mock-up of the Terareum Exchange. I think that what we're seeing here is actually a picture of the Terareum Exchange on a laptop. Now, I could be totally wrong, but I think that they've got this thing worked down to where they're getting pretty close. So we know that the goal is to launch the Terareum Exchange in the third quarter. Well, we're just, 17 days from being in the third quarter. There's lots of other things happening in that time span. There's the Crypto Expo Asia. There's the Terapool launch that we're told which should be coming by July 4th, but they've hinted at maybe it dropping sooner than that. So will be interesting. But if the Terareum Exchange is to the point that we're seeing here, of course, there's a lot of things that have to work in the background, but it gives me real hope that we'll be seeing the Terareum Exchange delivered in the third quarter, as has previously been discussed. So Milton and team, hopefully this is a real look. If not, hopefully you're working super hard on it and you've about got this ready to bring to light here. So the last thing I'll do, just take a peek here. RD is actually over in India right now. He'll be going to the Crypto Expo Asia. He did send me a teaser shot of the office building for Terareum, and he was going to send some additional photos. I don't know exactly what happened to him. The teaser that he sent, I'll just pull it up real quick. It's a close-up of the Terareum door. And actually, when I open this in my phone, this is their either fingerprint scanner. It's some type of security device, and it's actually active. So that was his teaser to me that he got a chance to get in there. I'm really itching to ask him some questions about it. But for now, hopefully we'll get a few more photos and I'll be able to show those to you guys in a video soon. They've already put some photos out. And of course, we've seen Milton actually joining our AMAs from the office. So hopefully more things coming there soon. Now, the other thing that I haven't mentioned here for quite a while, but I saw it on another, one of these graphics on Twitter, is the TerraPay system. And that's something that hasn't really gone completely by the wayside, but it's something I didn't really think about. I was perusing the website again, and they've got a Terareum card, but this isn't necessarily TerraPay or the Terareum Pay program. So that's another thing that I wouldn't mind seeing some additional information about, hopefully coming very, very soon. So last thing I would like to do today is just show you guys where I'm at, that purchase that I made. And guys, I'm getting super, super close to my goal. So I tried to shoot for buying another trillion today. I came up just a little bit short, but I overshot yesterday. So I have managed to get my bag into that 9 trillion mark. And I'm hoping that, like everybody, the Terrarium project is successful, that these products that come out, bring a lot of utility, and that we'll see an increasing price and hopefully a handsome return on investment for those of us who are taking the risk and are here early to the party. So I see it still as a great buying point. I was glad this afternoon that I had made my purchase yesterday about the same level, 8012, and right at, no rounding on that one. But when it climbed up into the 8014 range, I'm thinking, hey, here we go. I was glad I made that purchase. When I got home tonight and saw that it had dipped back down, I thought, I still have some money queued up. Let's make another purchase. So over 9 trillion now, very exciting. My reflections sitting at 29,172,000,000 since I started tracking them February 21st. And you can see I started with 2.5 trillion, and I've had some increases due to reflections, and then I've also bought additional tokens, just dollar cost averaging over time. So, and my goal is to get to 10 trillion. So for my wife's sake, who thinks I'm crazy with cryptocurrency, once I get there, I'll let the reflections do the rest of the work, and I'll start working on other places in my investment portfolio. But I think Terrarium's still a good bet. So, hey, folks, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of your support. If you guys haven't gone out and given a follow to RD Price, to Milton, to the rest of the Terrarium team, great opportunity, guys, to just go support the project by following the people who are trying to make it happen. What that does is it keeps you in the loop, and of course you can retweet what they're putting out. For instance, with RD's post today, it's so simple, you guys, just to go click the retweet, give it a like. It helps get the word out there, and hopefully it will help us build more community, get this project really moving, and have a lot of people informed for the time when Terapool launches, for the time when the Terareum Exchange launches, so that we can really get this project going. Friends, have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Check back with me soon. We'll watch our crypto stacks grow together.